Last time on What's Your Damage?
Our plan was to kill you. Was to
great.
bring you here and to kill you. Until the stranger came.
The stranger?
She wanted to give you a chance. A quiz before your big test. You see a very slender, sharp-faced man approach you, and they have a red dagger. He pulls out a little vial, and you can see that it's full of blood, and the blood's kind of smoking. As he examines it. Now, if I see this correctly, you guys just murdered a family and a bunch of rich people, and you were looking for a very special girl. Would you like to know her current location?
Yes.
Please? Your sister, Namla. Oh, no. She was taken by the Archdiocese, but that isn't the right. He's not from this plane. There seems to be a bartender in pursuit. The person who has your sister looked back at me. And she goes, this used to be a paradise, but the way that Super K and Fantastique made Even Flow is that it mirrors what is happening in your world. So, these are dark times, she says. Almost as dark as the Bladesinger War. Your friend is going to the Four Shadows Cliffs, where there is talk of a chest which will help the chooser choose. You see a rather large paw print off to the side of where the red leaves are. As you look up, you see 4 statues. They are actually gigantic statues of 4 gnomes.
They look like Farstand. Hey, look, he really is the greatest adventurer of all times. They built a giant statue for him.
God damn it. As you say that, Gus, the wall underneath Farstand, or the cliff face, starts to open, revealing something. Fucking damn it!
You solved his gnome puzzle!
God damn it!
Oh, you guys looking for a Moo Cleric?
What about, when you rub your feet on the carpet and then you touch somebody? Is that Thor too?
A little bit.
I'm full of fish cakes and I'm ready to kick some ass.
Come with us.
Get out.
Get now.
Go.
Get down now.
Okay, you
Go into the cribs. I don't know.
Is there any creme brulee left?
There's one here.
Gustus Goldhammer, as you see that one familiar gnome face, and you say, boy, he really is the greatest adventurer in the world. The cliff face that he is above opens up into a door, the stones part.
And Okat says, oh, come on!
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you upset? Oh, God, it seems like this worked. Good job, Gus.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I didn't do anything. You have to admire stonework that isn't dwarven. You have to overcome your pride.
Yeah, appreciate other cultures.
What a wholesome riddle.
Did you know that it was going to do that?
No. That's not just what it does. Maybe it has magic that, guests are here. Let's open up so we don't have to hire slaves like those Vaughn whatever guys.
It's like a motion sensor. If you get close to it, it just kind of
What's
triggers
that?
it. It sensors of the motion.
Oh yeah, like they have in that purple place.
Yeah. Motion sensors.
Well, should we go in?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, as you
We should never look a gift gnome in the hole that it opened up in it.
That's that's a phrase.
Does that make the book? The quote book?
Never look a gift
You might want to
gnome.
scratch that one, Bert.
Yeah.
Never look a gift gnome in the hole that opened when you got close to it.
I feel like that one needs some punch up.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on this. I'm
Yeah,
gonna put a
workshop
little-
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a little.
Do you have your Arcanist hat on
I'm
right
gonna put a
now?
little star next to it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe try it with a hat.
No, that's what I got with the hat. So we'll work on that later.
Let's go save Xiao.
All right. So as you guys walk forward amongst in the shadow of these four giant,
In the foreshadows.
yep, in the four shadows, you head towards the large opening that the gift dome gave you, and at the beginning of the on the precipice of the opening, you do see more paw prints, and you see more of that green gook that you collected, Okot.
Just in case.
But it does not look like it proceeds any further. It looks like as if it were trying to go in, but it could not. Because it didn't know the answer to the fucking riddle.
So be safe in here, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know, can we shut the door behind us?
It probably will just motion close behind us.
Oh, yeah, I just wave.
Oh, what? Get in there first. I dash.
Okay. As you dash in, you...
I'll dash after him.
Okay. Is everyone dashing?
I'm not going to stand out here by myself.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody dashes in because they think it's a motion sensor. God.
I think that's how they work.
I mean, I've never seen a giant gnome statue before.
Yeah, this is all new territory. I just made up motion sensor a minute ago. Writing it down
You should
as
write
well.
that down,
I
yeah.
did. Right next to that thing about the hole.
Yeah, I keep thinking about that one.
Yeah, it's right.
You see, as you enter in running, you see the same black... You see the same black stonework that you saw on the giant obelisk back in Ebenflow. And you see that the left side is lined with a red phoenix, and the right side is lined with a blue phoenix.
As I run, I stretch out my arms and I'm like, "Brrr," down.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
And I say, don't go poking anything, okay?
Too late. Sorry.
God,
It's kind of what I do.
anything could turn around and have teeth. Okay? So just assume everything is trying to chomp you. May it be
Then
a
she'll
wall,
stab it first.
Yeah, that's a good point.
a
By the way,
wall, a tree, a tiny rock.
do I have teeth marks in my back? Did it screw my armor?
Yeesh.
Because it's really nice.
It's not.
got
It
it.
used to be. Now
Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to
it's cool because it's all
It's distress,
broken.
right? That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's used.
Yeah, that's
Used
probably good.
armor.
You don't want to walk around in shiny new armor. And
No,
it's
because people
oh,
think
look
you're
at
not fighting anyone.
that. Yeah. Like,
You know who has
look at
perfect
her.
armor?
Now you look
Perfect
scrappy.
shiny armor.
You know who has perfect armor?
Ooh.
Evangeline.
Well, she probably has like a lot of armors. Like anytime she gets a ding in it, she probably gets a new one.
Yeah, she's pretty.
I don't
rich.
trust that.
So
Or
as-
maybe she's bad at fighting.
So as you descend down the stairs, you see more cloth
More cloth.
from a very special source that you have with you, Okot.
Oh, like the shawl.
More shawl.
Is this also deteriorating?
Yes.
Fuck. Wait, is it like how? Where? How? Cloth? Where?
So
Where cloth?
it's on the steps.
I pick it up.
Okay.
Is this a little piece of it?
Does it look? Is it from the same shawl or is it like a different?
Yeah, it looks like it's of a piece.
Oh. Okay. I don't like where this is
Follow the
going.
trail of shawl.
Yeah.
As you get to the bottom of the steps, you see another. You see a further descent, but however, this one does not have any light.
No problem for us.
No problem for the mountain
Dwarves.
boys. Yeah.
I light a torch.
I still have the light glowing.
Okay.
I could throw my hat down there.
Yeah, do that.
No.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
What do we see further down?
Okay. Everybody but Jorrix.
Jorrix
Oh,
has
he
a
has a
light.
light.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you guys are at the top looking down, right? He can't see as far as you guys can, right?
No, we're probably
radiant
blocking
blow,
the light.
radiant glow, radiant blow.
Can you control where the light goes?
Yeah, it's on me right now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So we'll just say that what you guys can see is that you now see actually, you see more cloth that is slowly disintegrating, but you also see what looks like red leaves on the steps as well.
We're on the right track.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Clues.
We'll keep following.
That's what I call them.
I keep picking up the cloth. It's probably just going to fall apart in my hand.
I'm not going to pick up these leaves, but we can just follow.
I'll pick up one.
As you get as you further descend, you see a left and a right path.
You go this way, I go this way. Is that a bad?
Hold on.
Yeah, should we split?
Hold on. Okay. Divine sense.
Okay, Gus, you divine sense, and you do not feel any undead, fiends, or celestials.
Okay, there's no undeads or fiends either way.
Should we just yell Zhao's name?
Unless there's something killing her in here.
Well, I feel like
it's already killing her.
fair point.
Xiao!
Xiao. And you hear back a Burke?
Yeah.
From which direction?
Yeah, which side?
The right side.
Let's go.
Yeah,
right.
we go that way.
This way, guys. Mm-hmm. It's me!
Are you okay? Okay.
Kind of.
Do we keep doing the echo?
We're coming.
As you guys head closer in, you eventually see light from where she is, and it is a complete blue light that is suffusing this room. It looks like the flames that are lighting this room are all of a very blue nature. And you see Xiao there, and you also see somebody else, a rather tall figure, a little bit taller than. Who's the tallest one of you?
Probably Jorrix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're 6 foot.
Yeah.
Jorrix, this figure is about 6'3", reedy, and he has white skin. He has like chalk white skin. And you see some of the red leaves on him, and he is standing beside Xiao. And Xiao looks at you, and you see that her shawl, the one that you had collected, is around her, but it is, before when she put her shawl around her, it was like covering it was almost like a poncho, right? Mm-hmm. Now it seems like the shawl is only limited to like her shoulders. And she goes, well, they didn't kill you. Just like they said that they weren't going to, because I was going to arrive, even though they were planning to kill you, even though they knew that I would arrive to tell them not to.
Yeah, it's a bit of a trip.
Yeah. Also, Keelan, these are the people that I was talking about. And he looks at the four of you, and he goes, it's a pleasure. She's spoken very highly of you.
I
minus...
wish I could say the same.
And Xiao goes, I'm sorry. I don't think I've met you.
Gustus Goldhammer, nice to meet you.
Oh, I'm charmed, she says, and she reaches down to shake your hand.
Are you doing okay there?
She just said she was charmed. We should really help her out.
I mean, is she doing okay with her health and stuff? 'Cause she has a broken scarf, and it seems like that's important, but also it's not something I understand. But.
And she goes, I think I'm going to be okay.
I picked up some of your shawl, and I give it to her.
She goes, thank you.
I don't know if that'll help.
Every bit helps, she says, and she puts it in her rucksack, and she goes, so this is what we've been trying to figure out, and she parts and Keelan parts, and you see a treasure chest with deep grooves in it, and a little bit of a samovar on top, or like a shallow bowl, and she goes, there doesn't seem to be any lock. There's no way that I can open this, but there is this large circular indent. Or no, outtent? I don't know what that's called when it's a protrusion. There is a large circular protrusion with two holes on the left and right side. She goes, we've been trying to crack this for, how long have we been here, Keelan? And he says, it's been about an hour. So we don't know what to do. I tried to lift it to bring it back to even flow because I was hoping to have it back before you guys arrived. But it's not moving.
What's down the other hallway?
And she goes, oh, That's a bit of a... We chose wrongly the first time. That's where the sunfire is. And there's a lot of fire there.
Cool.
Oh.
Glad you decided to yell.
There wasn't a little kid there, was there?
And
It's a long story.
she stops and goes, not that I saw, no.
Okay, good. He's not using his powers for evil.
And she goes, so if you guys have any ideas, we're open to them. I don't think, unless our two mountain boys want to try to lift it.
Have you seen a big wolf around here?
Oh, the weeping one?
Yeah.
No.
He's supposed to be hunting us.
I've got the stick. Dogs love fetch. Maybe.
Or we think maybe the wolf is the stick. Something like that.
No, we think the stick. Well, I think the stick attacked the dog, and then the dog would be like, "Yeah, I want to bite this guy."
I had a theory that the wolf was the stick, but I just said that out loud for the first time, and it does sound silly.
Wait a minute, Xiao, you said you have been here about an hour?
Mm-hmm.
And the wolf was an hour ahead of us.
Oh. No. That's not good, she says.
Yeah.
And she goes, did you guys seal the door?
No.
That's a self-sealing door, isn't it? It's a self-opening door.
Self-opening, self-closing.
And she goes, okay.
Okat runs back to try and figure out how to seal the door.
Okay.
She's gonna get herself killed, always just running off alone like
That's
that.
all right.
And Xiao yells, Kalia.
Kalia? Mm-hmm. Call you back.
That's the name, she says.
Oh, gotcha.
That's the word that you use to close the door.
Got it. Run.
Okay. Okat, when you get back to where the door was, you see an enormous wolf.
Fuck.
Not made of butterfly. I think she's in trouble. You see an enormous wolf not composed completely of butterflies standing before you. And it has 9 eyes on its forehead and so many eyes everywhere else. And they are all looking at you. And he is running full blast at you.
Kalia.
As you yell Kalia and the doors start to close, the wolf tries to get in. However, because he rolled a critical miss,
Yes.
he runs headfirst into the closing door. And you guys back with Xiao, you hear a large crash.
Well, first you hear Okat yell fuck, then you hear Okat yell Kalia,
Yeah.
and then a crash.
Well, it's quiet now, so I think she got it.
So she's not dead.
I totally did.
Sounds like good news.
Let's try to lift his chest then.
All right.
I'll go back to where they are.
Okay.
So what is it? It's a chest with a bowl on the top, and it looks like a juicer with little holes inside of it. So catch the juice.
Well, it looks like the bowl leads to... It funnels down into where the deep rivets in the chest are. So it's like they're little they're carved grooves.
Yeah, you should pour that goop you collected earlier into here. Maybe that'll loosen it up.
I actually have a different theory.
All right, let's lift it up then.
You're not gonna like it.
Now,
Why won't I like it? Oh, God. You've got that look on your face when you're about ready to stab somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stab you. I suspect this needs the blood of the Sunfire Phoenix and Moonfire Phoenix, and I think you and I are the closest thing to those two things.
Okay.
It's a theory.
Well,
Or we're just gonna bleed on a chest for no reason. Who knows?
what's the worst that can happen?
Right? We could destroy the world, which apparently we're already gonna do, so fuck it.
My question
Nowhere
is...
to go but up.
This all sounds very gross.
Yeah, it is.
And,
You wanted me to put wolf goo in it, so...
well, I just thought about what liquid we might have
I
around.
thought it was tree goo.
Yeah. It's the same...
I mean, we could try wolf and
It's
tree
the same
goo.
goo.
Is it the same goo?
I think it is. I think they're related. So the major question is, do we have to try to pick this up right now?
No.
Hey, George, you have a spell that makes you know what stuff is, right?
Ooh, I do.
Oh, yeah,
Good
yeah.
thinking.
What's this stick? Is it wolf or is it tree?
Jorrix looks really hard at the stick. It's tree monster.
Oh wait, that's what I thought it was. The monster just scared me. You're a very dramatic fellow. I go pick the stick back up again.
You saved your spell slot, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I used it.
That was in character.
Oh, okay. And I was like, no, totally used it. It's gonna hurt later on, but we'll manage. And
Okat's giving you a very skeptical look.
wink.
Wink back.
Nice.
So he used magic. He knows that the wolf and the tree, they're not the same.
Not
so
the same.
we finally got to the bottom of this.
Well, I can scratch that off. Scratch that out of the book here. Just redact that. Don't ever say that. Failed theory.
And with one mystery solved, I cast Identify on the chest.
Never mind.
Okay, you can tell that this is a sealing magic put upon this chest by some very powerful being. You know that the key to unlock it is something in this room.
Okay. I think your theory might be right.
Yeah. I mean, it came up earlier before we got to the foreshadowing place. So,
Shadows, not ing.
I'm sorry, the foreshadowing place.
Alright.
So,
Jorrix sticks out his hand.
Yeah, you guys aren't getting any of my blood, so just keep that knife away.
yeah, no, you're good.
You don't need it?
No,
You don't want my blood at all?
not currently.
So it just needs your two guys, your blood?
That's the running
I guess.
theory.
So not dwarf blood,
No.
essentially?
No.
Why
Your
not?
blood is the key to this?
Maybe.
Let's find
That's
out.
gross. That's fine, and I'm glad that I don't stab me.
Before I do this, I'm going to take one of the birds and sharpen it so it's super, super sharp. Because that
Don't
actually,
do it.
it hurts less if it's super extra
I
sharp.
just think about it, it makes me cringe.
Can I use some
Just go
sacred
hang out in
flame
the
to
room.
burn off any germs that are on the
Sure.
dagger?
Yeah,
Go for
you
it.
can.
Hey, leaf guy, what's your name?
Augustus is going to have a nice chat while we just slice
I'm not gonna
ourselves
watch.
open.
I'm not gonna watch.
And as those two are doing it, Keelan, it goes. The man says, "My name's Keelan."
Oh, Keelan, nice to meet you. Gustus Goldham.
Oh, your reputation precedes you, Gustus.
Oh, I'm sure it does. So, how do you know Xiao?
Well, actually, I'm one of the soothsayers from or augurs from Evenflow. But I don't know, Xiao just. And Xiao kind of looks at you, Gus, and she goes, "Do you know any of the... You've never been to my town, right?"
No.
"Yeah, this won't make any sense to you," she says. And he goes, "Yeah, she just felt a connection to me, so..."
Are you the new
God.
Gaius?
And Jorrix gasps.
And she goes, "No, I'm trying to sense it, but there's something..." And then she looks at him and she goes, "Nothing can be said yet." As you guys stab yourselves.
Is it over? I'm not looking. I'm covering my eyes with
I'm
my
like
hand.
stabbing myself and going, "You get it, girl."
So Burke is covering his eyes
Yeah.
as you guys are...
So we
Are you done?
just chill.
Well, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
So
So what's with the leaves?
Oh,
Sweat
I'm
it
still
out.
just thinking about it.
and he goes, when I went to leave with Xiao, I just made sure that we pathed out where we went so that in case we didn't come back, people would know where to find our bodies."
That's smart thinking.
"Yeah, thanks," he says.
Nihilist thinking.
Well, there's one of two ways this could have gone. I'm glad the better option happened.
Me too. All right, you ready?
How long does it take
Okay.
to cut your arms or whatever?
There are things we're preparing.
Are you
gotta
done
heal
already, aren't you?
Oh my God, Burke, just
I
give me a
peeked.
minute.
No, I peeked a little bit.
Just imagine they're like
I
steaks.
saw a little bit of blood.
You cut steaks all the time. Imagine they're a rare
Slice.
steak.
It's
Slice.
They're dead
Drip,
already.
drip, drip.
Okay. As you two put
So,
your
slice each of our palms and like kind of squeeze our hands over the thing to collect it.
okay.
Is there a color coding at all? Is there like a
No, it doesn't look like that happens
okay?
yet.
Just no. I see. Please paint me a word picture.
So as both of your blood drips down, it seems like Jorrix's blood all of a sudden takes two different flashes blue and then blue and orange, and Okat, yours just remains blue.
Interesting.
As they filter through the samovar, you see that your blood then drips through the rivets or the pathways leading down, and it seems like both of your blood just on their own go two separate ways. You filter down and going over the curve of the chest, and when both sides reach the center where the holes are,
It explodes.
you hear a very satisfying click,
Nice.
and it seems like all the darkness that was in this area dissipates. Then you hear from behind you, that's how I wake up every morning.
Jesus Christ.
Screaming.
Cracker.
You found it. Hi, Xiao.
Hi, Farstand.
Hi.
I was not expecting you.
I've been on some good adventures, I imagine.
And you hear the door start to open. He's like, no. He goes, yeah, adventures. He says, oh, welcome to my temple.
Just to clarify.
Yeah.
Was Farstand, were you in the chest?
No.
Okay. I opened the chest.
Yeah. He goes, yeah, you should open the chest.
Thank you for that very obvious advice.
Hey, you like drinking? You got any ale?
Hell yeah, I do. He says.
Oh,
Please distract
fine.
him.
Are you guys done yet?
Yeah, you can look now, Burke.
And-
That's fine. I don't care. It's a little gross. It's when you're actually slicing it creeps me out.
That's fair.
and
It's like needles.
Yeah, it's a different thing. It's the I don't want to go into it.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
Farstand has ales for all around. He's like, well, I'll be seeing ya.
Who's this guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the greatest adventure of all time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
from the statue.
yeah.
Do you just
Hear the
hang out
door
here and give
open
out
again.
beer?
Yeah.
You hang out here and just give out beer?
No, just wanted to see if somebody would figure out my riddle. And you guys did. You're the only
What?
people that could.
What riddle?
Anyway,
Does that make us like the
chest
second
The
greatest
motion
adventurers?
what?
The motion sensors?
But
The door openers? The motions automatic door openers?
It's very generous of you. You welcome people into your home and then give them beer.
wait, you got in. Didn't you read the inscriptions on the fort?
I'm not much for reading.
Oh, there was an
I don't
inscription?
know.
Inscription.
On the fort?
When we got to the statues, they just opened.
Did they? Well, maybe you guys are the greatest riddle solvers in the world.
Oh,
We're so good we didn't even know there was a riddle.
Yeah,
Or what the answer was. But somehow.
yeah.
I thought. So is the answer motion sensors?
oh wait, no. Remember, the riddle was overcoming pride by accepting that not only dwarves are good stone carvers.
Also, yeah,
That seems to be hard to repeat, though.
The stone carving.
Well,
is
you don't
very
have to
good.
say it. You just have to feel it in your heart.
Oh.
And you see Farstand is double fisting two beers. He's like, yeah, that's about it. That
I
sounds
like
about
this
right.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, this place is cool.
yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Has your brother made any great scientific breakthroughs lately?
Yeah. Yes.
His brother, the greatest scientist of all time. You gotta meet him.
LARP stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Hobgoblins. Yeah, get it. Yeah.
Does he live in one of the other statues, or
He's just spouting nonsense now.
What?
wasn't there 4 statues?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't.
do they all open?
You didn't real. Yeah.
We're just stopping at this one first.
How'd you close the door?
Oh,
Xiao
was
gave
it
me the
Callus?
password.
And he looks.
Callies.
he looks, so you just told them the word Gilea and they didn't ask? And she goes, no, they just...
It
I was
in
in a
a
hurry.
wolf emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Xiao says, yeah, when I said Gilea to Okot, she says, yeah, I'll call you later. And then I was like, I was just kind of fine with it, I guess. And he just kind of drifts away as he just like,
Come on, wolf emergency.
Write that one down.
I thought it was okay.
And Burke, you see an extra beer appear in your other hand.
Yeah. I like
It's
it.
like as Farstand just wanders off baffled, like, Okot feels good inside.
Yeah. You just,
Did you guys all know him from somewhere?
I've met him before.
He was drinking in a tavern in Bartle once. Said he was the greatest adventurer of all time.
Oh, that's what I know.
He was drinking in a tavern in Bartle more than once, I can guarantee you that.
Oh, probably adventurers they get around. The greatest ones even more so.
You're going to learn that hanging out with us.
okay.
We have a lot of adventure friends.
So, as you guys have that wonderful little diversion with...
Have I looked inside the chest yet?
you look inside the chest, and here's what you see.
Gold, so much gold.
Give it here.
It's my blood. It's my gold.
Yeah, it's got your blood on it.
I
You
smear my hand all over it.
You see
Bloody
8...
gold.
God.
Bloody gold.
You see 8 distinct items inside.
Oh boy.
You see a large book with golden gilded pages.
What's the title of the book?
It does not look like there is a title that you can read.
Balls. Does it look like there's a title I can't read?
Yes.
Hey, Jorrix.
Can I read it?
Let's find out what all the things are.
Yeah, okay, all right.
We'll
That's
sort
fair,
through it.
fair.
Because come on, there's a whole bunch of stuff in there.
You see a kusarigama.
What the heck is that?
A kusarigama is a weapon that has it's like a sickle attached to a chain.
Oh, cool.
You see a bottle of water that has the same glow that you saw from the Dolphin Springs.
Boring.
You see a black shawl.
Xiao, we got another shawl.
And she goes, oh, that's not for me, she says.
Okay.
Thank you, though, Burke, she says. You see a strange bow that has notches in it for 3 arrows to fit. Mountain Boys, you would be familiar with this one. You see a miniature of a shield with an axe severing a dragon's head, much like the same shield that Hestial Wormbane from the Dwarven Kingdom has on her person.
Oh,
So it's just like a figure of one? Or?
it's
No,
a
it's like
dwarven shield.
it's like a miniature. Because I imagine that she has like one that's about like the same size as Gus's, or maybe a little bit smaller. This one's much more miniature, so that it can fit in the chest.
Oh, okay.
An Okot and the rest of you, I guess, you also see a Bladesinger sword. And the final thing that you see is an entire city inside of an entire village inside of a small snow globe.
What the heck is this? A whole village inside of a thing? Is it magic?
Before I touch anything, I'm like, Xiao?
And
Any?
Oh god, do not
Insight?
stab this. First thing. It looks like maybe there's a whole town in there, and I don't want to make them mad.
Fair.
as she's stabbing it.
Fair point.
I saw your hand move, and I got nervous.
Okay.
I see I'm going to have to rebuild your trust, and that's on me.
It's just... You keep on stabbing, and I'll just say no to this. Or if it's something I don't want stabbed, I'll put a little tag on it. Like a little red ribbon. Or not red, you might make it angry. Blue ribbon.
Yeah,
Things that
sounds
Okot
good.
should not stab. We'll have a system. We'll get a system
Yeah, we'll
down.
figure it out.
Ooh, just get a whole bunch of stickers.
Maybe you can cut off that black shawl and use that.
No, that's stabbing, though.
You know, you take some parchment and you put some sap on it.
and
then
that's
you can
the
just-
sticky note was in
You're talking wizardry to me right now, man. That's not awesome.
Well, look, let's put it this way. If Evangeline had had that, she wouldn't have had to carve up your chest.
I could put notes everywhere. No one would have to get carved up. She could have just wrote it and stuck it to my head or whatever.
Way better than carving things in people's chests.
Yeah, I think she probably would have just carved me up anyway because she's a jerk.
That's true.
Anyway, Xiao.
I can confirm.
And Zhao's like, what was the question to me?
Didn't quite get there, but take a look at this. Any insight?
And
Leafy friend. I've forgotten your name.
Keelan, he says.
Keelan, I'm so sorry.
And
It takes me a minute.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, God.
Rub it in.
He looks at it and she looks at it and she's like, oh, yep, here's the quiz, she says.
The quiz. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Okay, well, and she takes the 8 items and she places them. So all the items are out. And she goes, okay.
Fuck, it's another riddle.
Only one of you can answer this.
Is it Jorrix? It's Jorrix. Is it a Jorrix? Is it a jackal? It's a jackal.
Gus is pointing. And she goes, yeah, it's the one whose fate is tied up with the Moonfire Phoenix. Okay. So, the items that you have before you, they are representations of certain people, as the Mountain Boys would know. The shield is of Hestial Wormbane, the second in command of the Dwarven Kingdom. You see a Bladesinger's sword. I imagine you can guess who that belongs to.
Yeah.
You see...
Is it Evangeline?
That's my guess.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought too. But I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to be stupid.
You see the strange bow, that is for the Green Knight. The black shawl, that is for the Red Knight. The bottle of water, that looks like it's pointing towards. Oh, if I remember, somebody said the name. Oh, what was her name? Rakrisha, I think. She's from the Cullen Druids. The Kusarigama, that is. Well, you're well acquainted with her. Shalabin. The large book with golden pages that says the name of this book. You can read it. Well, yeah. Let's see how good your Swinian is.
I reached the reading proficiency with the last checkpoint, right?
Yeah. Nice. So you are able to discern that it says to tame the phoenix.
Oh yeah, to tame the phoenix, a classic.
Yeah. And she goes, "Oh, that's really."
You haven't read it.
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna read it. I've heard it's a classic.
I've read that.
And she goes, "That's actually a replica of something that Castile has in his library." And
Spoiler alert: they do tame it.
Why do you give me spoilers? I haven't read it yet.
yeah,
I thought I said spoiler alert.
You can't just say spoiler and
You
then
plug your ears if you don't want it
Yeah,
spoiled.
I said
Everyone
I
knows
said it
that.
ahead of time.
and
Spoiler alert's a new thing I just made up. We know last week, so it's a new thing. We're figuring it out.
and
I gotta have a pause.
yes.
A pause in there.
And as Burke says spoiler and then tells the ending of the story, Xiao throws the book on the floor. God damn it, you fucking nerds!
How long have you had to read it?
2 seconds.
You said you were familiar with it already. It's been out.
hard
It's
to-
a classic.
It's so hard to get a copy. That's how much of a classic it is.
How come I've read it?
I don't.
Honestly, that doesn't make sense that I've read it and you haven't.
It really doesn't.
Since it's an
Wait, that might not be the end. You might not have read it. Oh, and this is in Swinian too. I'm suspicious of Burke.
I read a translation.
Oof.
To Dwarven.
Yeah, it's not the same though.
Yeah.
It never is. As someone who can
Oh,
read
like
Russian,
I'm gonna
I
learn
can
Swanian
guarantee.
just to read that one book. Give me a break.
You know, honestly, I liked the movie better.
Oh.
I don't understand what you just said, but I agree.
So yeah, what about that snow globe? What's that one?
And as Xiao kind of looks at it, she's like, I have a suspicion about who this could have been. Did you hear about a witch in the woods? In that
Yes.
small town of
Is the
Ethian?
town real? In that
Oh,
thing?
and,
Ethan?
and are you talking about Ethian or the snow globe?
I'm saying, is that like can you teleport into the town using that, or have they shrunk the town?
And
Are the people okay?
And Xiao takes it very carefully.
Maybe someone else had one of your mirrors.
Oh my god.
It could be.
Xiao takes it, and she's very carefully holding it. She goes, "Yeah, actually, this is the birthplace of the witch in the woods. She shrunk it down," and she places it back down on the floor.
On purpose?
Whoa.
Yeah, I believe so.
To save it?
I believe this was. I believe there
Or was
was.
she like pissed?
I believe there was a raid on her city, and so as an act of desperation, she shrunk it to preserve it.
I see.
So
So
Gaia.
be careful with it. Don't shake it up.
even though you want to so badly, Xiao says,
Everyone will probably die.
Yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad.
We should put this someplace safe.
Well, it wasn't a chest.
Now it's out.
she goes, "Yeah." So,
So what's the quiz?
well, it's kind of similar to what my process is, where I have to try to find my Gaius. Jorrix?
Mm-hmm.
Which one feels right?
Do I get any feelings? How's this gonna work?
So Jorrix, I'm going to give you an insight check on each of the 8 items. Based on what you roll with it, I'll give you good information or bad information.
Okay. Can I guidance myself? Because this is pretty important.
Yeah, that would make
yeah.
total sense for you to do. You're like, ugh.
Definitely need some help on this one.
I can do this. I'm like rubbing his shoulder.
Yeah.
You got this, buddy. You got it.
It's
I'll
good.
do it.
I've got a hand on my medallion and go, Selune, if there's ever a time for you to guide me, it's now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then in the background, you hear like, they really didn't even see the.
Okay. So for the first one, which is Castile's book,
Okay.
that is a 21.
Although you have a lot of good feelings for Castile and you like him quite a bit, it doesn't feel particularly like this. Like for this question, it doesn't feel like it has a draw to you.
Okay. Then a 22 for the Kursurigama.
There's a little bit of a stronger feeling for this one, but it doesn't feel like it's overwhelming.
Okay. Next, the spring water. Natural 20.
Oh my god. Boom.
Okay. Are all of your guys' dice loaded? My god.
Did you see how many wisdom saves I failed for being afraid of a tree?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 earlier, so
Okay.
no.
My thing wasn't a roll.
Oh, shut up, Parker. That was all Parker. Okay, for natural 20 on the bottle of water.
Yeah.
Okay. Although you know that this is a divine sort of water. No, nothing.
Okay. Next is the black shawl. Oof. That is 11.
You do, well, a black shawl. 11?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? For everyone that you roll badly, I'm just going to save those.
Okay.
So that we'll give you the descriptors on each one.
Okay. Next is the bow. What's that?
18.
18, 19, plus 7, 26.
Yeah, cool bow. Nothing really.
Cool bow, bro.
Damn it!
Stole your line.
Beat me to it.
How does it feel, Sadie?
Oh, so bad.
Next is the shield. That is a 14.
Okay, we'll put that in the pool.
Okay.
I like that one.
Good shield.
That's cool.
Yes.
Before mirrors were popular.
I figured you polish it up.
Fashion changes so quickly.
Yes. The blade singer sword.
Boo.
That is 12 plus 7 is 19.
19. Weirdly, there is a sort of feeling for this one.
Okay. More or less than with the Kursurigama.
A
Or about
little
the same.
bit more.
Okay. And last but not least, the village in a snow globe. Oof. 13.
All right, that's part of the bad ones. Okay, so the bad ones were the city, the shawl, or the black shawl, and the miniature shield. Okay. The two that you know that are a little bit stronger than the rest are the Kisarigama and the Bladesinger sword.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll say that you've just narrowed everything down to those 5.
Okay.
Okay. So as you look at the shawl, you know that the shawl is a replica of what the Red Knight wears, because during the ceremony of colors, or the first ceremony of colors, what would later become the night of the failed peace, he got stabbed through the arm by Alanoir, rendering his arm useless, so he always wears a black shawl. You feel a strong pull towards this one.
Okay.
Okay. Next up, the miniature shield. You know that at that same event, Hestiel Wormbane was trying to fortify the dwarves after they were wiped out, or nearly wiped out, by the Bladesinger forces. And this has been a strong symbol of dwarven resilience. However, it doesn't seem to really have any sort of pull for you.
Okay.
And the city inside a small globe. With this, it feels as if it is also pulling towards you. However, it seems to be pulling towards you less than the Bladesinger's sword, but about equal to the Kisarigama.
Okay.
All right, so Xiao says, so please choose wisely.
You know, it feels like I should really meet these people first before I choose one of them.
That makes sense, she
Well,
says.
you've met one.
But remember, I haven't been able to choose my... I have to go on feel based on my Gaius. And
Yeah, but
Gaius
even-
chose me by feel.
But even right now, you said you two are feeling it out. You're not...
She goes, it's complicated, she says. He goes, not for me. Anyway.
So, the only things I'm getting a ping from are the Kasurigama, the shawl, the Bladesinger sword, and the village.
Sword? Really?
I know, it's weird, and that one's number 2.
Yeah, no. No.
Take the little curvy thing. Curvy sword.
It can't be the Bladesinger sword.
Yeah, so I was thinking that's probably a no. And the strongest pull was definitely the black shawl.
What are
Which is
you
the Red
choosing?
Knight. You guys know the Red Knight, right?
No.
No?
I actually
It doesn't
kind of
come
wanted
to
the black
Bartle.
shawl. It'd go really well with my outfit.
It would.
Yeah. Well, man, one just has way stronger of a pull than the other ones.
What are you choosing?
Hang on, before you make a choice, just think about what they said in the village, right? That they knew you were going to make the wrong choice.
But what if he makes the wrong choice because you convince him not to trust his feelings?
It's so tough.
I'm just saying, like, maybe... Well, I don't know.
If me making a choice is the wrong thing,
Maybe making
What if
no
you-
choice is the only right choice.
what if I know the ones that have a pull that have potential.
Mm-hmm.
What if I just line those up, close my eyes,
Pick one
and
randomly.
pick one?
Okay, I'm game for this. All right, so what are you putting? You're putting...
Okay,
No,
so
here's what you're going to do. You close your eyes.
Mhm.
I will set up the items, so
Okay.
you don't know where each one is.
Okay.
that
We'll
yeah,
there are 4 items, right?
yes.
So here's what we're going to do. One against each wall.
Okay.
4 walls in the room, right?
Okay.
Spin them around and pin the tail on the donkey.
Okay, yeah. Here's what
Pin
I
the tail on the
here's
apocalypse.
what I want you to do, Sadie. I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to ask you to put... So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, okay?
Okay. All right. So do I choose which item goes where?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jorrix, you close your eyes. Actually, Xiao puts a piece of her shawl over you so that you know that it is a complete
Blindfolded.
darkness.
Yep.
It is a magical darkness. And
Light.
I spin him around in the middle of the room, but
Okay.
gently.
Okay. And, and Jorrix. Roll them bones.
4.
Okay. Jorrix, as you go to the western side, your hands grip around an item, and you can feel, and as you feel it, you feel fabric. And as you open your eyes, you see the Red Knight's black shawl in your hands. And Xiao goes, "That's what you choose? That's the choice?"
We left it up to fate. I had the strongest pull before, and I guess it pulled me to it now.
And all of a sudden, the walls around you, the ones that has the blue fire, all of the blue fire gets extinguished, and you can feel a terrible heat coming from the other hallway as the fire starts to burn towards you. And she goes, crow. Thanks for listening to What's Your Damage. Follow our Twitter at WYDpod. We also have our Facebook group at WYDpod.
Cast.
Shit.
WID pod was already taken.
Damn it. So we're at WYD Cast on Facebook. Follow us there and you'll find fun little things like our Fantasy Sam's Club list and pictures of the group and other things of that matter.
Art,
yeah.
There's art.
Yeah. And also, if you'd like to email the show, you can contact us at wydpod@gmail.com. Anyway, thanks for listening to me natter on, and enjoy the show.
Ba, 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 ba.